Grace to you, good people all over the world. Matthew chapter 13, verses 52 on your bread of life. As we continue with yesterday's bread, live and learn. And so today it is part 2. Okay. The New King James says, Then he said to them, Therefore every scribe instructed concerning the kingdom of heaven is like a householder who brings out of his treasures things new and old. So I want to continue from where from where I stopped yesterday, of knowing the importance of you being instructed to teach others. That's the whole essence of a scribe. But today I want to take it in a different dimension. Okay. The instruction, for example, of a gospel minister must be in the kingdom of heaven, for therein his business lies. That is your field, the gospel, as a minister of the gospel. Are you hearing me? Our theme text compares such a one to a good householder who brings forth out of his treasure things new and old. That's a perfect balance. New and old. That is, old fruits of last year's growth and this year's gathering in abundance and variety for the entertainment of his friends. So you go back into your furniture, you go back into your treasure and get the old fruits of last year's growth and then this year's gathering in abundance, and come and share with the people, your guests. Are you hearing me? That's the context. That's the context. So, child of God, as you read the written word and sit under the preached word, there is need for you to stock yourself well in your gathering days with truths new and old. I'll say it again. There is need for you to stock yourself well in your gathering days with truths new and old. As Pastor Adrian, I have a spiritual father whom I sit under, and every time he's teaching, I am gathering. I am stocking up myself, okay, with truths old and new. I am learning. There are things that I learned from him presently. There are things that I learned from him last year, 2 years ago, and I gather them, okay. I am gathering new and what? And old at the same time. Very important. Now, what does that mean of stocking myself well? You stocking yourself well in gathering days with truths new and old, that out of the Old Testament and out of the New, with ancient and modern improvements, you may be thoroughly equipped for every good work. Hallelujah. 2 Timothy 3:16 and 17. That is it. That you may be thoroughly equipped, both new and what? And old. A perfect balance. Okay? And because revelation is progressive, there is revelation for every generation. I wish you can understand that. Hallelujah. The revelation for the Old Testament, there was a revelation for the Old Testament people. Now there is a revelation for the New Testament age. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So we ought to live and learn to connect to the revelation of this dispensation. And if you want to be an effective minister, you must know the revelation of this dispensation of the age that you are in. So friends, we must not satisfy ourselves in a limited way with old discoveries, but we must be adding new in this our generation. We must be able to add on to our generation. For what should be a minister's furniture but a treasure of things new and old? I should be able to connect to the ancient oil and the new oil. I should be able to know the discoveries of the Old Testament and then get the new discoveries of the New Testament. Hallelujah. Because what should be a minister's furniture but a treasure of things new and old? That person will never run out. That person will never run dry, because they have both. What comes out of them is the ancient oil and the new oil. And before you know it, they have an answer for every generation. They are a solution to people. They give answers. They minister answers and solutions to people. They don't minister questions. And if you find pastors or ministers who give answers, who minister answers, it is because they bring out of their furniture, out of their treasure, both new and old revelation. This is my prayer for you as a child of God, as a minister in any sphere of influence. And as you do that, bringing out both new and old revelation, all discoveries, and improve them with the new, I can guarantee one thing, that the best is yet to come. And God bless you.